The Honourable Member for Elwick.
Thank you, Mr President. My question is for the Minister for Sport. Minister, once it is developed, the long-awaited Glenorchy Sports Centre to be located at Claremont will certainly help with the critical shortage of basketball courts in Greater Hobart. The plans for the facility include the capacity for a clubroom, but it appears the government is reluctant to allow the Glenorchy Basketball Association to use this as its home base. Having a home is crucial if a club is to develop a sense of identity, establish tradition and connect with its community, and critical if a club is to generate revenue to enable financial sustainability and offer affordable participation fees. Basketball is the number one team sport played by Tasmanian adults and number one indoor court sport by Tasmanian kids, and the Glenorchy Basketball Association will be the predominant user of this multi-purpose facility, with over 1,000 members as one of the biggest clubs in Tasmania. Minister, in other areas of the state, basketball clubs are allowed to establish a clubroom at indoor court facilities, and other major participation sports like football and cricket are also afforded this right, which is critical to their survival. Minister, will you end the uncertainty and allow the Glenorchy Basketball Association to take ownership of the clubroom space at the new Glenorchy Sports Centre?
The Honourable Minister for Sports and Events.
Thanks, Mr President, and thank the member for the question, and happy to continue obviously what are ongoing conversations that I have with Glenorchy Basketball and understand their thoughts on this matter. And while the Glenorchy Sports Centre has included facilities that can be booked and shared and booked for functions, and has been developed in conjunction with clubs to best need their needs, noting there are a lot of users and a lot of other sports that will use that facility, and to potentially single one out might be somewhat problematic. We do understand, as I say, the club's desire for club rooms to specifically be used as their home base. The Department of State Growth has been working with the Glenorchy Basketball Association, Basketball Tasmania and Netball Tasmania to better understand their request and how this could work within the facility as it's currently envisaged. Glenorchy Basketball Association, Basketball Tas and Netball Tasmania provided joint submission proposing club rooms, which were initially estimated at $300,000. Further discussions have occurred since this submission with Glenorchy Basketball to explore whether the storerooms slab could be strengthened to support a future mezzanine level for club rooms contingent on securing additional funding. While reinforcing the slab is certainly feasible, building a second level that overlooks the show court raises some significant practical concerns. The project architects estimate that a mezzanine, including a commercial lift and stairs, would cost around $1.2 million, which is obviously somewhere north of the originally intended $300,000. The proposed mezzanine would add also roughly 1,000 cubic metres in volume to the centre, and the extra volume would push the building's total volume to over 48,000 cubic metres, triggering extra fire safety requirements like a complete ring road, fire sprinklers and perimeter hydrants under the National Construction Code. And these charges it's estimated will add an extra $3 million or more in capital costs. Given the substantial financial and technical implications, the total costs exceeding $4.2 million, it was determined that the most feasible and affordable option is to develop a standalone facility adjacent to the centre rather than modifying the existing structure. This option is now being further explored, including to better understand the planning requirements and the costs involved. Government will continue to genuinely engage with clubs who will use the facility during its development with the desire to ensure the best outcome is delivered for all. And it's important to highlight that the Glenorchy Sports Centre design does already include function areas that serve the same purpose as dedicated club rooms, ensuring user groups have the space they need to gather, plan and engage in their activities effectively. And this is consistent with a range of community sporting clubs around the state and is not unusual. However, we remain committed to working closely with all stakeholders, and in particular Glenorchy Basketball Association, to explore every viable option. And I look forward to the centre being up and out of the ground. Thank you.